Hello, Gilbert the Sex Machina fans. Tis I, Gilly the Sex Machina, and in today's video, we're gonna be reading a spooky story that I found somewhere that I didn't just completely make up in my mind. So, let us begin. Fuck, okay. I lived in the forest with my grandfather because my parents died in a totally legit car crash. How did they die, you ask? Well, like I said, they were in a car crash. My grandmother had perished, not of old age, but because she was into some black magic ritualistic type shit. So, it was me and my grandfather just chilling in the forest alone. Now, what I didn't mention is that my grandfather is not only a World War II veteran, but he was also a World War II veteran for the opposing side. Yes, that's right. He was an Italian. Now, as you may or may not know, the Axis of Evil consisted of the Germans, they were the Nazis, the Japanese, well, the Imperial Japanese, and they did a lot of fucked up shit. And then it was the Italians who were just kind of there because, like, Benito Mussolini was there. He was like their leader. So anyway, we're chilling in this cool ass bunker because that's where we live. We live in a bunker in the woods. And we're in the bunker and we stay down there. And then I hear noises outside. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Now, I get all scared. And then my grandpa, being the total badass that he is, gets a flag out of his pants that just so happens to be white. And he raises it and says, "Listen here, boy. If anything comes down into this bunker, just raise the white flag." He hands it to me. And then he gets a M16 from his World War II days. Yeah, that's right. He had an American gun in the 1940s. There's nothing too crazy about it. You know, the fact that this gun just fucking existed way before it did, but who cares? So he goes out there, and I hear gunshots, and then I see him come in. But it turns out that my grandfather isn't the way that I remember him. I asked him, "Hey, Grandpapa, what's going on?" He looked at me and he bellowed, and he said, "The war never was finished." And I said, "Well, Grandpapa, the war was actually finished. You lost. But that's okay because you're a part of southern Italy where the resistance was. And you were part of the resistance. So in all actuality, it seemed like you actually had won." And he said, "No, I was actually part of the northern part of Italy." Now, something about this struck me as odd because my grandfather had always told me stories about how he was part of the southern side, the side that rebelled against the northern side. Now, I could be completely wrong about the facts, but my grandfather was no evil guy. He was a rebel with a cause. So then I told him, "Hey, Grandpapa, look at this." And then I raised the white flag. And using the power of the white flag, I ended up burning my grandfather. And as it turns out, he was actually a skinwalker, mixed with a wendigo, mixed with some other creepy cryptids. It looked like he was the son of Slenderman while also being the son of the Rake. Now, this was funny because I actually looked like Jeff the Killer. Yeah, that's right, I had bleach strung up in my face. And I was also had my face set ablaze. But that's okay because it's all part of the story. So, I asked Grandpapa, "Hello, Grandpapa, it is I, the Omega sex machine cunt fuck," and he told me. Now I was completely scared, so I did what anybody else would do. I grabbed the Star of David and I wrapped it around his neck. I knew it wasn't gonna do anything, but I was just setting up for my ultimate attack, a cross that to stab through his back. And then, like every other cool kid, because I knew karate and I was a black belt in only 2 years, other than the fact that that's completely impossible for somebody that's only 8. Yeah, that's right, I'm only 8. But I kicked his ass, and that is how I saved myself from being frozen alive in the tundra of Alaska.